If this is your first time coming to the channel, welcome to the barbecue. My name's Jeff. I'm your chef. Let's cook. We got food for your soul.
Uh-oh. I knew sooner or later I would come across this video. I'm gonna let this man cook.
I'm pretty sure by now we've all heard all of the reviews about the Diddy trial, all of the verdict reviews, but what we haven't heard is how the people who have been building this case up have been falling left and right. The arguments are just now getting started. Now, this video is about how everybody's attacking Tissa. Now, Tisa Tells, she's like a vlogger. She's been on YouTube for a long time. And everybody says she started out her channel. She was like a tarot card reader. She was a psychic and everything. Then she got over into vlogging, something like news. I call it gossip. So I watch her channel. I think she's a gorgeous lady and everything. I got into her channel looking at her, checking her out and everything. She's, married lady and all that stuff. So don't think it's like, oh, you trying to hit on. No. I mean, you can look at her and tell she's a gorgeous lady. But anyways, I look at her channel more like it's gossip. I don't really look at it as news. So if you're looking at Tissa's channel and you're thinking to get 100% facts out of that channel, you're doing yourself a disservice. We're just like anybody else. Content creators, we get our information from the streets. We get our information from news. We get our information from other content creators. We're not 100% truth. So if you can't watch somebody's channel and then say, you know what, maybe I should research this first, because there's a lot of things Tissa told that wasn't true. She set herself up and she set all her subscribers up for failure.
Oh my God, you guys, come and sit down and shut the door. This is an emergency and this is not clickbait. The feds have dropped charges against Diddy. I repeat, they have dropped charges against Diddy.
Now, during the Diddy trial, she was making wild accusations. She was way too deeply invested into this. Personally, she was deeply invested. Now, if you're deeply invested professionally, that means you can give an unbiased opinion about it. She gave a heavily biased opinion. She don't like Diddy, and that's cool. A lot of people don't like Diddy. But she was sitting around the whole time talking about Diddy's killing people just so they don't tell the truth.
Lying. And you guys know if she deleted it, it doesn't show up anywhere, but they still got the screenshot of it.
And had an exchange with the police, and he got arrested. During his interrogation, he deflected by talking about the F-offs he had with Cassie and Diddy, which were true. Cassie confirmed that during the Diddy trial, right? Okay. Now, if you let Tissa tell it the way she was telling it, she had people thinking that Diddy had offed or deleted Jonathan Audi. People were so tired of her creating video after video, going on saying, where's Jonathan Audi? Jonathan is missing. And in one of my previous videos, I actually showed you Tissa's thumbnail where she said,
okay, so here's the thumbnail. And as I stated, I guess Tissa has deleted this video. I can't confirm it or deny it. I have not went and looked.
This guy, Jonathan Audi, he was like one of Diddy's sex slaves or whatever, where he would pay to come over and do whatever. And this guy, he actually shot up the Trump Hotel a long time ago. He shot up the Trump Hotel, had American flags sprout out all over the counter, shot up everything. Police got him, arrested him and all that. He was just going through something, who knows? But he ended up just disappearing off the scene for a while. Like the police had him, was wondering if he was sent there to assassinate Trump or whatever he was doing. And Tissa got word that this guy was gone. So instead of her just saying, nobody can know where he is, people haven't seen him, she says, Diddy got this man killed. Diddy got this man killed because this man was talking about the freak offs. And he was one of the first people where the cops even heard about it. So he was telling the cops, yeah, I work for Diddy, we do sexual stuff and we call it freak offs. And the police was like, oh, for real. And they knew he wasn't lying because they could corroborate what he was saying from just talking to other people. So that he wasn't lying. But it's the fact that Tissa took that story and started telling all of her people on her channel that Diddy killed a man just to hide his truth. And it made it seem like it was some harsh, weird, deep, wicked truth to where Diddy would kill somebody for it. And all her people bought that shit. They were all like, wow, Diddy's killing people, man. They was going around saying that Diddy's killing people, bro. He's out here killing people just so they won't tell the truth, man. This dude, he was saying he was at the freak offs and Diddy got him killed. I heard it on Tissa's channel. She was the only person saying that. Nobody else was saying that Diddy killed this guy. But her people ran with it, and they spread that story all over the internet. And other people started saying, oh, wow, Diddy got somebody killed. Now, if Diddy gets word that this video existed, then he could actually probably sue this lady for slander and libel. I mean, she was clearly calling him a murderer, killing somebody that had information about the freak offs when the guy was never killed. So there's a lot of content creators right now attacking Tissa for that.
I just saw a video by Tisa Tells, and the title of the video says Diddy gave up big names. Let me put the packing in order. This is the video. Diddy gave up big names. State charges vanish as whispers of secret deal get louder. This is a lie, just like all the other lies that Tisa tells. There is absolutely zero evidence, zero proof that Puffy cooperated or snitched or ratted in any way at this point. If he were to be found guilty, and at sentencing, he provided some assistance to the government, the assistant U.S. attorney at that time would let the judge know that Mr. Combs provided assistance. Or
I think she just made a big mistake. Yeah, a huge mistake to where you could probably be sued. And the fact that Tissa was on Nancy Grace, they just took this lady and they said, we're going to bring you on an international platform, Nancy Grace. Tell us about the Diddy case. Wrong move for Nancy Grace. They should have vetted this lady first, vetted some of her content, some of her stories, vetted how she was kind of straying off of the topic of reporting on the case and being so heavily invested into her making Diddy socially guilty. She wanted social media to already have this man guilty already. So when his case ended up being what it was, she was upset. Now, it was funny because when OJ was found innocent, black people was all happy. Diddy found, he wasn't guilty of anything. I mean, all the jury saw all the video. They heard testimony from witnesses. They heard testimony from victims. And they still said, oh, he's not guilty of that stuff. They heard everything. All the jurors heard it. The judge heard it. The defense attorney, prosecutors, they all heard it. They heard things we didn't hear on the outside. But because they found this man innocent of what they were trying to charge him with on 3 serious counts, racketeering, forceful prostitution and stuff like forcing people to have sex, they found him not guilty of that because they had the actual evidence. All we saw was a bunch of content creators talking about how the feds were carrying boxes. Ooh, look at the Fed carrying boxes. They got boxes on top of boxes. They got tons of evidence. They got people that are bringing in everything. And they still didn't have enough evidence to convict this man on what they claim he did with all of those boxes they were carrying. What was in those boxes? Probably a lot of consenting adults. We don't know. We know it wasn't something that could make him guilty because they couldn't find him guilty. Now, Tissa's channel already had this man guilty already. All her followers already had him guilty. They're all over Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Everybody's got this man guilty. But the people with the boxes full of evidence presented all this evidence to prosecutors and the DA. And guess what? It wasn't what they thought it was. A lot of people was telling a lot of stories. A lot of people was telling a lot of lies. And Tissa was one of those people. She was telling lies. She told people Diddy had somebody killed to cover up all of this stuff that was going on. It wasn't true. And now she's at court, at the Diddy court, and she's reporting on things happening in court that a lot of creators are there as well. A lot of creators are in that same courtroom, in the same halls, outside the same, courthouse. And they're all coming up with different stories than what Tissa's saying. Now, Tissa's got a channel that's very passionate. I think she's very, charismatic. She's got a lot of charisma. But she's also a gossip channel. That's what people need to first look at. She's not a journalist. She's not a newscaster. She does gossip. That gossip hypes people up, and it gets people to watch her content, and it gets people to talk about her content and share her videos. It's hype. She is a great hype channel. I watch it, but I don't take it seriously because I know entertainment when I see it. She is very entertaining. Now, if I'm looking for information, I'm going to go to a news site. I'm going to go actually read something that actually has documentation that got names on it, dates on it, a stamp at the top with who the author of the article was, the actual date. I need everything. So when I put it on my channel, I can verify where I got this information from. Tisa, she don't do that. She tells you things a lot. She'll read an article every once in a while, but she'll talk to you and she'll gossip and she'll have her own opinions about things, which is totally, it's free. You could do that, but you've got to be willing to deal with the consequence of that.
The support without centering themselves with one thing or the other and just standing on the side of truth and fact and saying, hey, you know what? This is what it is. You know, good, bad, or indifferent, because everybody makes mistakes and nobody's perfect, right? You know, but like I said, when Tisa Tells was confronted about the N-word, you know what I mean? You know, she basically laughed it off. It was a joke. I'm one of us. I'm one of us. Huh?
The consequence is if you're lying to people and they can prove you're lying, you got to deal with the consequence of those lies now. She's been proven to tell a lot of lies. Now, is that going to make me stop watching her channel? Probably not, because I don't listen to her channel like that. To me, it's all fodder. It's internet fodder. It's nothing that I take as, oh, this is the truth. Let me go report on this because Tisa said it. I'm not designed that way. I know her channel is gossip. You could see people in the comments gossiping back and forth and saying, well, I heard this. Well, I heard this. I heard this. I heard this. There's nothing solidified on that channel as far as being journalistic information. It's Tisa Talks or Tisa Tells, whatever her name is. I just know it's Tisa. And I go watch it every once in a while. I mean, if she's in my news feed, I'll click on and see what she's got to say. She does a lot of commentary about black men. She does a lot of commentary about celebrities and actors and stuff like that. She don't really do like real life stuff. She grabs like celebrity gossip and she feeds it to people. Like they're like, ooh, what does she know about the celebrities? And now she's basically a celebrity because she was on Nancy Grace. So a lot of people are going to say, Tissa's a celebrity now. I watch Tisha. She's a celebrity. That's the girl. I talked to her back and forth in her chat and her comments. It's cool. Some content creators do rise to the ranks of being celebrities. Me, I never will, but that's cool. I don't have to be. Because if I give you good information on how to make money, how to save money, how to just, navigate life through situations, then that's probably my calling. My calling is not to be a celebrity. But so many people hate her because most YouTubers want to be that celebrity. It's like a rap culture. Oh, I'm a better YouTuber than you. Oh, I'm a better YouTuber than you. So they start battling each other. It's rap culture. Oh, yeah, well, my video's better than yours. I got more of this than you got. It's rap culture. So when I'm sitting back as a fairly new content creator, I've been around for a long time, but my content is more doing other realms other than gossip and blog and stuff like this. My content's totally different. So I don't feel I'm in competition with another mechanic channel. Like, oh, I work on Fords better than you work Fords. Oh, I work on Chevys better than you. We don't quite do that. We just say, hey, man, I'm picking your brain to see how you did that. Mechanics, we look at each other's channels to see, did you find a shorter way to do it? It's like, that's what we do. But most bloggers, it's like rappers. They gotta, oh, my channel's the best. My channel's the hypest. My channel's the dopest. And they just go back and forth like that. And so Tisa got on Nancy Grace, which kind of put her into another realm of YouTuber now. Once you go YouTuber, kind of like Benny Johnson, once you get pulled into that arena of real journalism, Benny Johnson is at a whole nother tier. This dude, he done went into the political stuff. He's in the White House. He gets invited to all the events. He went from a YouTuber to a journalist YouTuber to just like a megastar. That's what most YouTubers want to be like. And I think that's the path Tisa thought she was on. She was like, oh, I'm regular. I'm in a couple of magazines. Oh, I'm on Nancy Grace. I'm international now. Now everybody knows me. My channel's about to blow up now. And that's what people wait on. Their turn to blow up. But she blew up and she's got all of this dirt on her name because all the lies she told are now being exposed by other content creators. Me, I'm not going to sit and expose the lady and break the lady down. I'm just telling you the truth about what's going down in the whole space. And it all is because of this Diddy trial. This Diddy trial, and then what she said about Jonathan Majors and all of that stuff, all of these incidents of her attacking black men and using her platform to do so before she gets all the evidence is slowly taking her down because she's not going to be viewed as being journalistic or news as she wants to be. She's gossip. She's blog. That's it. And if you want to be that, then be that. Say you're that from the get-go. Hey, everybody, these opinions are strictly my opinions. It's not 100% fact. I kind of embellish a little bit. At least say that when you're doing the video. But don't pretend that what you're saying is 100% fact, 100% truth. You tell all these gullible people out there something and they go spread that misinformation to everybody else. The trial drops and they're like, why is he not guilty? Because Tissa got all the information. Tissa was lying the whole time. That's what her channel does. It's a content channel. So when you're watching a gossiping channel, make sure you realize what you're looking at. I always say on this channel, be careful who you listen to. Watch who you listen to, because you might end up in the same boat they in, and you may not want to be in that boat. So kind of listen to everybody with a skeptical eye. Even if you trust that person, even listen to me, kind of be skeptical a little bit. Sit there like, you know what? I'm going to research what this dude is saying. Before I believe him, let me research what he's saying. Cool. I'm a researcher. So if I'm a researcher, I would employ you to become one too, because I think research makes all of us a little bit better. Don't just blind listen to any content creator out there thinking they know everything. I don't got to listen to nobody else. Had to wear my battle fatigues and blend with the trees, committing penalties. You ain't assembled with me. We the 300, a villain superhero, Angel Hall like De Niro, cigars like Puro. Celebrate the hating that we get, cause it's like that. Despite that, dislike that. You can put the pipe back, you jaded crack baby from the 80s, cause you tripping. Time keep on slipping, but I'm gonna keep on lifting all my people out of poverty with missions and assignments. 11-11 tatted, cause I stay in the alignment. I'm bringing all the smoke till you choke, cause I'm on one. I'm not done. I fear no man, do not run. The shit that you got is all the shit that I had. I've been up, now I'm on my landing pad like SpaceX.